Hi everyone, and welcome to the next lesson. You've so far built your graph, you've imported real-world data, but now let's make that graph talk. Today we'll be querying our graph to uncover real insights to Cypher clauses we previously mentioned, while we're taking it to the next level in this lesson. We already have the dataset that we previously imported, and now we're going to explore that dataset a bit. First up, we want to match the patterns in our graph. We already introduced the match clause in one of our previous lessons, and now we're going to use it to find data in our graph and describe what we're looking for through the query. So let's say I want to find out all the people and the companies they work at from our dataset. So this is why I say that Cypher is a really intuitive language to learn, because you write what you want to connect or what you want to find out about your graph. So I'm going to match all of the people, so person, that works at a certain company. And I want to assign variables to both person and the company, so I can use that variables later on to return the results. So this is a match clause, but now for returning the results, we need to add the return clause as well. So let's say I want to return all of the results available. So I want to return all the properties available from our graph, and I'm going to use this sign to do that. This means that I want to return all of the possible results that I can. So you can see here that I have C, which is a company, and the person that works for a company. And here you can see all of the information available about that people and the company they work for. So these data, this row is a connection between the two. But now let's say I want to return only maybe the name of the person and the name of the company they're working for. That's why we introduced the variables here. So I want to return the name, the property name of a person, and a property name of a company. And if I run this query now, we're going to see we have two columns here with the name of the person and the name of the company they're working for. But what if I want to narrow it down a bit now? What if I want all the people that work for any company that's located in Berlin? So we're going to copy the same query because we're going to just expand it a bit, and we're going to add a filter to it. So before returning the results, I'm going to add the where clause. Where clause is used to filter the results, so you can narrow it down a bit. So let's say I want all of the companies with the property location being Berlin. And I want to return those people and the companies same as before. So if I run this query, we see that we have Daniel and Lucy that work for Technova, which is located in Berlin. That's it. Now filter the results and narrow it down a bit. Okay, this is fun. What else can we do? So let's say now I want to return all of the people from our data set, and I want to sort them by some property they have. Let's say I want to sort them by their age, and I want the top 3 oldest people in my data set. Let's start with what we know. So first of all, I don't need companies for this part, so I'm going to match people only. So I'm going to match all of the people in my data set. Then I want to return those results. So I want to return maybe the names of the people and the ages, since we're going to sort by that property. Sorry, age. And now I want only the top 3 oldest people in our data set. So I need to sort them by their age property. I want them in descending order because I want it to be the oldest from the oldest to youngest. And I want to limit the number of my results because I only want the top 3 people. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to first order our results by their age property, and I'm going to sort them into descending order. Next up, we want only top 3 people, so we're going to limit the number of results with 3. And this is our finished query. Now, if we run this, we're going to be able to see top 3 oldest people in the company, which are Tom, Sarah, and Alex. Let's now spice things a bit and add a multi-hop query to the story. With multi-hop queries, you can match the patterns, or as it literally says, hop from a node to a node to a node, or how far you need to go to match the pattern in your query. Here's our challenge. let's say that we want to find someone who knows someone who works at TechNova. So let's begin by adding the match clause, as we always do when we're finding patterns in our graph. And we want to find the person A who knows person B that works for or works at, as it's in our graph. So works at company C. But as I mentioned, I want that company to be exactly TechNova, so we're going to add filtering here. We're going to add where clause because we want to make sure that that company is named exactly TechNova. And now we want to return all the results. So I want to return person A, we want to return person B, and we want to return person C. But before running this query, maybe sometimes you want a bit prettier results, a prettier output from your results. So I want my columns to have names. So I want to know that this person, so let's say this person will be called from, has a connection with this person. We're going to call it connection in our table, and we're going to call our c.name company because we want to know this is the company. So let's name them. Let's name person A.name as person 1. Let's name the column for our person B as person 2. And we can return the results of company as company. So if you now run this query, you're going to see that your results have pretty names at the top of each of the column. So we know that Alex knows Daniel that works at TechNova, Mia knows Lucy, and Tom knows Lucy as well. Now we've filtered with a multi-hop pattern. So we have 1, 2 hops. And this is exactly the kind of questions the graphs are made for. If you were to put this query in an SQL database, you'd have a much harder time than just hopping through the graph database. Your mini task for today is to try modifying your database. Add some location filters, look for some shared skills between people, and limit the results to just 5 rows. You're now asking real questions and getting real answers from your graph. In our next lesson, we're going to go even deeper using traversals and graph algorithms. So stay tuned for the next lesson. Bye!